Get off! She's only a young one!
And you get off!
Are you Arthur Shepherd? Yeah, shepherd by name, shepherd by nature. Lo my flock allowing. Hello, hello. Hey, that's jolly good, that. I never thought of that before. It's a new one on me. And that's a new one on her. Get off her! Let me introduce myself. My name is Matthew. You may have heard of some of my colleagues, Mark, Luke and John. Oh yeah, I heard of you lot. You're celebrities. Can I touch your raiment? Go ahead. Knock out. Well, we're doing this in-depth profile on the life of Jesus, or the Messiah as you might know him. No, I don't. You don't know him? Oh, well, I know him as Jesus. Not that other thing. What paper do you work for? The Bethlehem Star. Oh, wife and I take the Star, actually. Oh, I don't care too much for your racing correspondent. Oh. I had 3 shekels on that camel at the 3:15 at Galilee. Still bloody running, that one is. Well, I don't work on that side of the paper. I work on the more serious side, you know, reportage. Oh, reportage. And, yes, we're doing this in-depth profile on the life of Jesus. And I gather you were in on the very first moments surrounding the birth of the Holy Child. Yeah, I was. That's marvelous. Now, what I'd like you to do, if you're willing, is to tell me what happened in your own words. Yeah, basically what happened was, me and the lads were abiding in the fields. Abiding in the fields? And mind you, I cannot abide these fields. No? I mean, look around you. These are unabidable fields. Yeah. I'd say they're the most unabidable bleeding fields I've ever had to abide in. Yeah, well, I'll abide by that. My apologies, Arthur. You were abiding in the fields and watching our flocks by night, which is when you gotta watch them, because that's when they get up to all their rubbish. Yeah. Hot summer nights, the rams go mad. Especially that one over there. Oh, he's a dirty little bugger. Cut that out! Doing that in broad daylight, in front of you, a holy man. Well, it's only human. Well, I might be a bit old-fashioned, but I don't like to see one ram doing it to another. Oh, yeah. He's an enthusiast, isn't he? Oh, yeah. Top marks for enthusiasm. 0 for accuracy. Yeah, it's a bit distracting, isn't it? Yeah, well, I'm sorry about all those ramifications going on over there. I got no control over them. Well, they're only young ones. Yeah, I think I'm going to get my next lot from Gomorrah. Anyway, you were abiding in the fields and watching your flocks by night. Yeah, and then what happened? Well, much to our surprise, the angel of the Lord flew down. That must have been a fantastic experience. Yeah, well, it made a break. You know, bit of a break from the abiding. I mean, him just flashing down like that. Tell me, Arthur, how did you know it was the angel of the Lord? Well, I'll tell you what the giveaway was. It was this ethereal glow he was emanating, he was. He was emanating this ethereal glow. And when I saw him emanating like that, I said, hello, angel of the Lord. Hello? Hello? Yes. Hello and then goodbye. He didn't stay very long. He just gave us a little message, and he was off like a bat out of hell. Yeah. Wings? Oh, wings, Matthew. I have never seen as nice a pair on a man before. Yeah. Oh, they were outstanding wings, all gossamer and shimmering there in the moonlight. Oh, it must have been remarkable. Oh, it was. I noticed it. What did he say to you, Arthur? Well, he sort of singled me out from the rest of the lowly shepherd folk. Oh, lovely. And he said, unto ye a child is born, unto ye a son is given. Yes, what was your reaction? Total shock. I mean, I wasn't even married at the time. And I thought, well, blimey, what was I doing last year? Yeah. Or was it that little bird over at the Shepherd's Delight? Yeah. But the angel of the Lord went on to explain that when he said ye, he wasn't talking to me personal like, but in the sense of the whole world. As in, unto the whole world a child is born, unto the whole world a son is given. Well, he was using the universal ye. Oh, was he? Well, I wouldn't know that. I'm not educated like. Yes, that's what he was using. The universal ye. And a damn fine use of it, I must say. Well, good for him. And he went on to say, ye shall find a child lying in a manger or meanly wrapped in swaddling clothes. Oh, lovely language. Oh, he was very affluent. Well, I suppose your first reaction was to whip over there and have a peep, eh? Well, naturally, we all dashed down to the stable, but when I arrived, I was in for a bit of a shock. Really? Go on. I will. Because when he said, ye shall find the child meanly wrapped in swaddling clothes, I figured fair enough, he'll be fairly meanly wrapped. I mean, nothing flashy, nothing gaudy, yes? But when I arrived, it was diabolical. I'd say that was the meanest bit of wrapping I'd ever seen. What's more, that kid was barely swaddled. I'd say it was the worst job of wrapping and swaddling I'd ever seen in my life. Oh, how very distressing. It was alarming to behold. Now, Arthur, I'd like you to think back in time. Well, I'll do it now if you'd like. No, what I mean was, think back now to then. Right, think back to then, now. Right. Now then, tell me, Arthur, what was the atmosphere like in the stable on this historic, joyous occasion? The atmosphere in the stable was very, very smelly. I mean, they had all these cows and sheep about, and they had no sense of the occasion whatsoever. Well, that's an interesting sidelight, but what I'm really after here is the atmosphere among the members of the Holy Family. Oh, I see, the personal atmosphere. Well, in a word, tense. Tense? You shock me. Joseph in particular was sitting in the corner looking very gloomy indeed. Well, he might have been a bit disgruntled, not being the real father. I think that's what it was. I think he just felt left out of the whole thing, you know. And personally, that's why I think he done such a rotten job on the swaddling. I mean, he just couldn't be bothered to swaddle. And of course there was all this tittle-tattle about his wife and the Holy Ghost. Rumours have been flying around Bethlehem, as indeed the Holy Ghost must have been. Was the Holy Ghost there? Hard to say. He's an elusive little bugger at the best of times. I didn't see him there, but I felt strongly he should have been there, you know, in his capacity as the Godfather. Especially after his treatment of the Virgin Mary, making her an offer she couldn't refuse. Making her an offer she didn't even notice. Now I gather later on in the evening 3 wise men came in. Am I right? Oh yeah, 3 wise men came in all right. 3 bloody idiots if I ever saw any. In they come, call themselves Maggie. 3 blokes came in and called themselves Maggie. Yeah, they peer around the stable door and say, hello, we're Maggie. How very embarrassing. We didn't know where to look. And they were bearing these gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. That's M-E-H. Well, nice of them to bring the gifts, eh? I mean, the girl was welcome enough. But what's a little kid gonna do with frankincense and myrrh? Right. I mean, Mert, that's the stuff what puffs Papa in the ears, isn't it? Yeah. That over-perfumed jelly stuff. But Jesus, he was so polite about the whole thing. He said, "Thank you, gentlemen, for the lovely prezzies. Have a nice, safe trip back. Merry Christmas."